I've been trying to make this guy work for a while now, but I am struggling, man. If you've got any tips, let me know. This is a list I've been working with most recently. You've got a little bit of something for a few different matchups. You've got the Ace for black decks. Pell's really nice for dealing with things like Rebecca blockers and other blockers, of course. Really good combo with Brook and the Pell. You can just play out the Brook, not attack with it, and then Pell kills the 6k, which is pretty good. But I think this deck's biggest issue is just removal. There's so many decks that are doing a lot of removal at the minute. NL removes all your stuff, Lucci removes all your stuff, Smoker's the same, Doflamingo even bounces a load of your stuff. And even red, like Shanks, is removing your bodies. So you get the one swing, but then they die. And if they die to removal, then you're not even getting any defense for your leader. And we have very little defense in this deck. We're not like Shanks, where we have a free 1k. And we have all the defense from playing loads of copies of Rayleigh and Shanks. I've got a couple of the Rayleighs, but it just doesn't make sense to play them in a deck like this. Because he has non-play, you can't give him Rush. So I'm really not sure where I'm going with this leader. I've tried the vanilla Rush down builds. They feel really bad, because you turbo die to removal. At least with some of these effects, we have some sort of ball presence. We can kill things here and there. And the Zoro can make it a little bit harder for them to attack into us. Compared to if we were just playing like a 4-6 vanilla. As long as he has a Don, it's just a little easier to get him going. But yeah, really not sure. I've got some games here. Obviously, you're very good into Blackbeard. But I think a lot of other matchups are pretty tough. Did manage to get a few games, but I'm not going to lie, I took a lot of losses with this deck. I would not recommend playing this deck unless you're just playing for fun. He's a really fun playstyle, but I just think there's better aggro decks out there. Either way, here's some games with Sanji. Okay, you got to go against Red Purple Luffy. I'm going to go first, because I know they like to go first too. This isn't bad, but I would like to see a Pell. Pell's really good for dealing with whatever ramp card they play, so I think I'm going to mulligan. Well, we have the same play on one. We have nothing. We could play out the Zoro, but I think we're just going to go 8. Attack in full 8 here, get 1 life out of him. Nice aggressive pressure into the purple Luffy is always good. We'll take this one, no questions asked. Unfortunately, still no Pell, but that's okay. We're going to do 4 for this, so we can attack 6 with the lead. And then 7 with the Zoro, which is pretty reasonable. I'll probably get 2 cards out of him, maybe 1 card, 1 life. Just have to see. We'll give him Rush, put a Don on him. And attack in 7 on 6, probably just get a 2k. But either way, it's still really nice pressure. Next turn, he's going to be on 7. I could go with the 7 cost Kid, that'd be pretty good. Could also attack in with the Bentham. He's going to attack 6 into 5 with that there. I think we'll give him one of these lime juices, I don't need quite that many. 6 into 5 again, I'll take this one, we'll take just 1 more. Interesting that he's leaving this, maybe he has a Beckman to remove this. Indeed, he does have the Beckman, seems good, seems good. I think we're going to go 5 into the Bon Clay, get rid of that. Then we'll go with the Zoro. I would like to play out this Sanji, just to have the option. So I think I'm just going to put 2 Don on him. We're still doing 8 into 6, which is pretty good. Excuse me. No, that was not what I wanted. Oh, I have to give him Rush. I always forget that you have to manually do it. And then we'll play out the Sanji and the turn. So we've got pretty decent aggression next turn. We've already got the Sanji. He's obviously on 10 Dons. There's a lot of different things he can do at this point. Is he just going to try and race us? That's interesting. That's a little crazy. I'm gonna try and match him. I'm gonna match him. Okay, Newgate's pretty good. Newgate is pretty good. 9 into 5. Yep, we've got to take that one. We might not be able to match him now. Okay, we can go with the Wapol, get rid of the Ben. If we were going to go for game, he's at 8, so we need to put 2 on here to swing 8. There's no way we're getting game. So, if that's the case, we've got a lot of counter. If we can remove the Ben, I think we're still in a decent spot. So, we'll go with the Wapol. We'll also go with the Nami. Use the Nami. Arrested on Wapol. Grant him rush. Tack in. So we want one here. I don't really need one here. We could put 2 on. Then go. Well, no, we're already. I guess if we put 2 on, we're 10 into 8. 10 into 8 is pretty good. I think we will go 10 into 8 minus the bend down to 5. And then we've got 2 swings into the bend, a 5 and a 7. Going to be pretty difficult for him to save that there. We'll do 5 next. And if he saves it, we'll do the 7. If not, we'll just leave the Zoro upright. And we'll just leave the Zoro upright. In that case, possible we die, but we've got a lot of counter. We've got 13k in hand. So I don't think we're in too much danger. Our opponent's hand is getting a little low. They've got a full house here in the trash. That's quite amusing. So 11 to 5. This will be 15. We can defend that. And I think if we can bait him into going for it, we're in a really good spot. Because we just win. So I'm actually going to take and just hope that this baits him into going for it. Cool. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And that's going to be the game there. Yeah, so he didn't really have an option. I don't know. He could have attacked into the Wapple, probably cleared that, played out the bend, maybe cleared something else. Either way, he didn't have a lot of counter left, so I think we'd have had a decent shot. Even if he'd had a blocker, we had this Jambe coming up, and we had like 100 lime juices in hand. But either way, pretty nice win against the Red Purple Luffy. He tried to out-aggro us, and he nearly got there, but just not quite. Now this should be a pretty good matchup for us as an aggro deck. Blackbeard doesn't love playing into aggro. This hand looks pretty good. I think we'll keep this. He's going to go with the Lafitte. We're going to go with the Nami. And then just end the turn. If he has a dot Q, that would be a little unfortunate. He could get rid of our Nami very efficiently. But, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully no dot Q, but we'll just have to see. He's going to rest the Lafitte, see what he finds with that. I think it's still worth playing out the Nami, because the amount of value we're going to get out of this, if he doesn't have the dot Q, is crazy. It is really crazy. It's going to get us a lot of stuff. Just another Lafitte. Okay, yep, we'll absolutely take that. Sanji's really good in this matchup too. Sanji is very good in this matchup. Unfortunately did have the dot Q though. That sucks a little. What can you do? What can you do? I think we are going to take both of these out. Otherwise he's going to get a little crazy. We'll take out this first. Then we'll go with the Zoro. Put a Don on him. And take out grant him rush, of course. And then just get rid of the dot Q. He will get to draw a card, which is a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Shame he did have that dot Q on the first turn to get rid of the Nami. But it's the risk we took, right? It's the risk we took, and at least it got the dot Q out of his hand. So it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. He's going to go with another Lafitte. 2, so just 3 more Don. Could swing 8 into Zoro. I will save it. I do think saving it on this turn in particular is quite good. He's going to get the Van Auger. I'll definitely save it if it's just 6. 6 at life. Yeah, I'll take another one. What's this do? Nope, no trigger on that. Although that will be very useful later. Another dot Q. Okay. Can we get a Pell off the top? Why would he use this? We're obviously not using on-play abilities. Our entire leader is based around that. That's very odd. Anyway, we'll go 5 into the Lafitte. We do need to clear these Lafittes, unfortunately. Not finding the Pell. Pell is really good in this matchup for dealing with these Lafittes. Also interesting that he's playing Ice Age. That's not a tech you see all the time. Here I'm going to go with a Ace, just because it's a little bit harder for him to remove. We'll go with the Ace, we'll grant its rush. Attack him for 6, then attack him for 7. Get at least 1 life out of him, maybe a 2k as well. Hopefully this is not a finger gun trigger. Looks like it might be a finger gun trigger. Finger gun trigger? It's the risk we took by like swinging 6-7 instead of either 5-7 or 7-6. I guess maybe I should have done it the other way around. He's taking his time working out whether he wants to use this trigger. It was a finger gun trigger. Wow. How did that take him that long? What was the debate on am I going to use the finger gun trigger? That really annoys me when people get incredibly lucky and then waste like 30 seconds of your time depending on working out whether they're going to use an obviously good trigger. It's like, come on, man. Absolutely wasting my time. Hey ho. We'll see what he's got for 7. Hopefully not a black hole to clear the ace. That's the only thing really that can clear the ace other than massive swing. Next turn we do have options. We've got the Wapple, we've got the Sanji. We could even drop both. 8 into 6. I'll go no on that one. I'll give him the Otama. So he got 4 more. Yes, we can't remove this now. So we'll trash that. And I'll give him the Brook, I think. I don't think the Brook's going to be that important. Could have given him one of the Wapples as well, but I do like the Wapple for helping deal with Jesus. Because Jesus is pretty good. He's a cool guy. 4 for the boon. Okay. Oh, please tell me he tries to do this. Okay. He didn't. But he did give us our on plays, and we do actually have the Rayleigh this turn. So I think I will do it. Well, I'm going to play around triggers now, because he's already got 1. I don't want him to get another one and turbo punish us. And he's going to have 1Ks anyway, so that's not as big a deal. He does give us a 2k there. That's interesting. I think we'll go with 5 here. Probably get the life. Yep. And then we'll go with the Rayleigh. Deploy this. -3, -2, KO. End the turn. That is like the one card in our deck that does have an on-play, so it's quite amusing that he chose to give us the on-plays on that turn. Just didn't work out for him, but what can you do? What can you do? This dock queue's hilariously weak now. 10 into 6, we'll get it. We could have saved it, but I'm not going to. Definitely not. That would be a little crazy, in my opinion. Plays out the Jesus. Ditches the black hole. Okay, I mean, that's brilliant for us, because we're not using any more on plays. This Kid and Killer is going to be great. We've got to get him down to 0 if we can. So if we can get him down to 0 this turn, we just win with Jambe. And because of that, I think we do 4 for Kid and Killer, that's 7. That's 7 with Leader. I think we'll... that's 6, we have 4 more. We do 9. We do like 7, 9, 10. Or 8, 9, 9. Start with 7 with Leader. Because we can always do like Kid and Killer Sanji. He's going to take that. Okay. Well, let's go 9. Okay, Kid and Killer. Attach all the Don. 10. Cool, so we just win. With the Jambe. Cool. Well, despite him getting some pretty good triggers there, it just kind of goes to show that, yeah, we have a pretty good matchup into the Blackbeard. We might as well defend this. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, but we may as well. 7 into 5. We can actually defend this as well. All we need is the Jambe anyway. He's going to use the Teach. Get a blocker down. It doesn't matter. Unless he has a whole bunch of 2Ks. Which he could, I suppose. Suppose he could. I don't think so, though. It doesn't seem likely. Either way, he needs to play his teach. There's nothing else he can do, really. He needs, at the very least, he needs a blocker. Otherwise, the game is just over. What's that? Oh, he's playing the Searcher event. Do you not have the teach? Guess I found Auger. Need mill a Jack and a Dock. Okay, he's gonna Laboon Dock Q and Laboon Finger Gun? No. Yeah. Okay, well we won anyway, even if he played the teach. We had the Jambe, so it was whatever, but either way, regardless, yeah, Blackbeard, really good matchup for us. Even though he basically got the perfect draws every turn and got a good trigger to punish our potential misplay. Yeah, this is a free win. Got another game against a different red-purple Luffy. Interesting. I'm going to choose first again. We do have the Pell. If we can get a Nami, this would be amazing. But either way, I think we'll keep... If we can get a one-cost Nami, that would be very good. Then we can give the Don to the Pell and KO his rush target. Either way, we can always do it the turn after. We've got nothing on one, of course. Didn't draw that Nami. Okay, we're just going to do this. Keep it simple. 8 on 6. He'll take. We'll end the turn. See what ramp he's got this game. It's just a Bon Clay. Okay, 7 on 5. We'll take that one. No trigger there. The Zoro, I think, is about the best we're going to get. So we'll do 6-7. This is playing out very similarly to the previous game. Amusing. He's going to give us 2. Okay, that's slightly above average. Excuse me, slightly above average value. We'll grant this rush. And then attack in 7 on 6. See if we can get another 2. Or if we get a life. He gives us another 2. Seems sensible. Gives us an Usohachi though, so that's how you know they're sort of running out on 2s. Because this is the best 2 in the deck. 7 cost Kid is strong. 7 cost Kid is strong. We'll see if he wants to attack with the Bon Clay. He's going to do 7 to 6 there. I'll give him a 2k here. We'll give him the Lime Juice. He is going to attack with the Bon Clay. We'll give him one of these aces. We're going to go with the Pell this turn. So we do 6 for Pell. We won't get to attack with Sanji if we do that play, because of the Kid buff. But I think it's fine. We'll attack in 7 with the Zoro. Get a card out of his hand. Gives us another 2k. Okay, so he's got a lot of 2ks. Interesting. We're going to deploy this. We're going to grant it rush. We're going to attack in. As we'll destroy this. He's going to take that one. Okay, so he's got to be very low on counter. He's going up to 9 Don this turn. Hopefully no Newgate. Newgate is about the scariest thing that we can see, realistically. But it is what it is. If he plays out something reasonably small, the Rayleigh comboed with the Pell is really good. But we don't have a ton of counter. So we're... Okay, there's the Ben. Just not a Rayleigh. Excuse me. Not a Newgate, though. If I can learn how to speak properly. We could save this, but then we can't save it from the leader, so we may as well let it go. And then we'll take the leader swing, I think. He's holding one up for the Gum Gum. And what's this trigger do? No, definitely no trigger on that. So we're in no danger of dying outright. If we can get him down to 0 this turn, that would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. So I think we'll go... Yeah, because we've got a good amount of counter, right? We've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6k. I'm going to go with the Kid and Killer this turn for sure. He's at 7. So if we're doing 4 for that, that's 7. That takes our leader to 7. So we can do 8, 9. That's not that great. I guess we can do 7 and then... I mean, the rest is 10. 10's terrible. I guess it is 8, 9. Yeah. I guess it's 8, 9. Give us a 2 there. So we're not going to get him down to 1. Sorry, down to 0. We could go with the chopper, that's 3. $2 on him, $3 on him takes him to 7. And we attack 7 on 5, but there's no point. We can just go with the kid and killer here, I think. Just go all out. Burn the Gum Giant, and then go for game next turn. Or he takes, maybe this is a bluff on the Giant, actually. That's interesting. That is interesting. We're going to lose this, of course. We can't save that at all. But he needs to establish a blocker, otherwise we just swing 15. Newgate's... okay, maybe he can live if he has the Giant. But he didn't seem to have it last turn. Although he is going to be at, what, 9 after this kid buff, which is pretty scary. That is pretty scary. He's going to be at 9. I mean, we're just going to have to swing 15 into 9 and hope he doesn't have it, right? No, we obviously can't save this. No way in hell. We can't really deal with his board. This kid is really good in the matchup. I'm rapidly realising. Is there any point us defending our life? No, we just die next turn anyway, right? I mean, I guess we may as well. You never know. You never know. We'll give him 3 there. Take that one. No trigger. So yeah, the best... We can't remove... We could remove the kid with Otama Rayleigh. That's very expensive. It's not the worst, though. If we remove the kid... and we put the Ben down to 7... Sorry, to 5... we at least get a card out of his hand, swinging 5 into 5. And then we've got the Rayleigh for next turn. We can hold 1 for the guard point. That might be the better line, actually. Yeah, I think that's the best line. Do that there. Do this there. 3, 2, kill. Then attack 5 on 5. Get 1 card out of him. Or the Ben. The Ben dying would be very cool too. There's no way he has 2 giants. He would have used one of them on that previous turn to save the life. There's no way he has 2. Unless he's just top decked. Like, he's going to use 1 now. Wow. Okay, maybe he does have 2. Ashes and Nika as well. Interesting. Either way, we're going to pass. I think this is probably the best hope we had. We could still lose this here. 5 on 5. We'll definitely go no on that one. We'll give him the Brook. 10 on 5. We'll take. Get a Nami there. That's not crazy. Okay, it's not looking good. How much do we have? We have 2, 3, 4, 7. Oh, we might be okay, actually. 7. No, we're not quite there, because he gets 10 next turn, and yeah, we only have 4k counter. Yeah, it's unlucky. He got us there. He did get us there. Just slightly too much to deal with. Unless this is like a crazy trigger. 2, 4, 5. No, close again. Close again. Very close, actually. The rest of his hand, he had a couple more counters, so yeah, we would have lost if we'd gone for it on that previous turn. I'm pretty sure, because this was the draw. He presumably already had the Gum Giant. Yeah, either way, that was what we went for. I don't think we could have played that any better. If we'd got that, the 1-cost Nami early, it would have been really nice to combo with the Pell to take out the Mr. 2. Would have just bought us an extra card in hand, which could have been the difference. Either way, well played to our opponent. They were able to aggro us down that time. Got another game against Teach. I don't like showing off for these decks that all they beat is Teach. But here we are. We do have Pell. Don't have a 3-cost. I would like to see a 3-cost, and there is one. That's pretty good. He's going to go with the This Is My Age. We'll see what he gets here. If he shows me a Doc Q, I won't play out the Nami. In fact, I probably won't play out the Nami at all. I'll just play her on the same turn as we play the Zoro. So next turn, we'll just pass here. Yeah, I think the Nami plus the Zoro next turn is pretty good because it's going to divert his attention. If he wants to dock you the Nami, he's going to have greater difficulties dealing with the Zoro. Unless he establishes the dock you this turn, it doesn't look like he's going to do that. Looks like this is one for any number of his searchers or something like that. We'll just take that one there, nothing too crazy. And don't know, this is one for... Okay, one for Lafitte. Interestingly, he didn't want to use the Lafitte straight away. That's a little strange. I'm going to go with an attack for 5. Nice and simple. And we'll play out the Zoro, play out the Nami, Nami buff the Zoro, and attack in for 7. If he wants to give us a card here, he can stay at 4 lives. Otherwise, he's going to be all the way down at 3 already, which is pretty scary for Blackbeard. They don't love being that low on life. But he's going to take. So we're going to go with the Zoro. Then we're going to go with the Nami. Give Arrested Don to him. Give him Rush. And attack him for 7. And he stays at 6k during the opponent's turn, which is really nice. It is really nice. And there he takes. No trigger, luckily. One of the more annoying things they can do is trigger a whole bunch of finger guns. Nice play. Reading is hard. I don't know what to say about that one. That should 100% have been at life. What was that? Finger gun. Okay, milled a stage. And look at all this. That's quite amusing. And the Lafitte search is going to grab a Doc Q. Okie dokie. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Doc Q is slightly annoying for us to have to deal with. But he's already gone through 2 finger guns. I think there's a decent chance he doesn't have another one. The dragon's going to be nice. This kid and killer's going to be really nice. We could do Wapol this turn. I think Pell is by far the best play. So we're going to go 6 at lead, excuse me. Try and get a 2k out of him. I can't imagine he's going to take this one ever. Would be a poor decision, if you ask me. Yep, and does give us that stronger there. We'll play out the Pell. Arrested Don on Pell. Grant him Rush. Then attack in, drive by the Lafitte. We don't have to turn our Nami sideways, which is lovely. She's already got us a Don's worth of value. And again, luckily, no trigger, no finger gun. Finger gun, probably the most annoying trigger they can get. Nothing else really even comes close. But we'll see what he wants to do for 7. He's got to be looking to remove this Pell. 10k into Pell. Do we want to defend this? We can go 8. We can defend this. And I think we should, right? Because whatever this is for 2, Pell can drive by. And we can keep our rushes still. We can just give him the Wapol. Seems good to me. Gonna trash that. Go 0. And honestly, I think I'll give him the chopper. And we'll save that there. Very expensive, but into Blackbeard, I think just saving the characters is the most important thing, right? It would seem that way to me, anyway. He's going to dock you, remove my Nami, which is a little bit of a shame. Doesn't turn off our on plays, though, so we can use the dragon, which is very nice. We have to put the Dons on Pell if we want to drive by the dock queue. So we'll go with 5 at face, get a card out of his hand. He's still not going to be able to drop Teach next turn, which is lovely. We're going to have multiple rushes between this Sanji and this Kid Killer. He gives us a Jesus there. Deploy this. 1, 2. Attack in. I will get rid of the dock queue, even though it's going to give him a card. It removes that from the board, so his removal on our dudes is going to be that bit harder. And then we'll do 9 into 5. If he wants to counter, it's going to cost him 3 cards. And he doesn't. So that's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. He's got 9. But notably, not 10. And we'll see what he's got. But yeah, this matchup generally very favourable for most red decks into the Teach. And especially us, because we don't have on-plays. So he just doesn't have a leader effect. Him using his leader effect is just trolling. We unfortunately can't save that, which is a little bit of a shame. If he has like Ice Age Finger Gun, that would actually be reasonable, but we still have 15 at face. Which is looking fairly likely. Okay, well let's see how many 2Ks you've got, sir. Or we can do Dragon. Dragon is 9-9. That's 221, 221. No. Just go with this. Yeah. I'm just going to hold all my rush units. For once he starts dropping teachers, we'll demand 5 2s and a 1. And 1, 2, 3. He could have actually got out of it, but he was screwed either way. No blockers, no teachers. Yeah, well played to our opponent, but yeah, this matchup's just pretty brutal. Got a game against Foxy, pretty strange matchup. I'm going to go first, looking for... Ideally, I'm looking for Nami into Pell, so I think I'm going to mulligan that one. We get the Pell, no Nami though, which is a little bit of a shame. Really like that combo, seeing the Nami into the Pell. Just to get that removal as soon as 5 is really strong. This hand is not looking good. Let's attack in for 8. He'll take. Keep it simple. He's going to have the Porsche next turn. Porsche, try and find something. We'll just end the turn. Might just go with the Brook next turn and leave him standing up. Bon Clay is pretty good. I think we'll take this one. Just get a Sanji. Sanji's pretty good though. Sanji is nice. Another Lime Juice is not what I was looking for. I think we'll attack for 6 and then just play out the Brook and leave him there. Then next turn we're definitely going to go with the Pell. We can even combo the Pell with the Brook reduction. So you get a bit of a combo going. Remove a 6k unit. Which is pretty nice. He's going to give us a 2k. We'll just deploy the Brook and the turn. And then next turn, like I say, we can go with that Pell. We'll still have 2 Don to proc both the Pell's effect and the Brook's effect. There's the Porsche. We knew that was coming. The fact that Porsche can deploy this is crazy. Really good for Foxy. Really good. We'll see what he's got. So he just grabs another Porsche. I mean, that's pretty good too. He can do double Porsche here, which is quite strong. He's going to be looking for that Itamamizu. Itamamizu really good in any matchup, really. Pickles is annoying. Our Pell is going to have to kill the Pickles first, which is a big shame. That is a shame. But only if he has less or equal Don, so currently that is incredibly live, but if he goes too crazy with the Don ramp, maybe it won't be. Maybe it won't be. So he should probably just play out the other Porsche, right? The other Porsche seems like a really good play. I do like the Pickles coming down, though. The Pickles is good. Definitely going to counter out of that. I'll probably give him one of the Lime Juices, as we've got 2. See if he wants to tap the Bon Clay. I can't imagine he would. Just 5 feels pretty weak for a Bon Clay. I also don't imagine... I mean, he's not using his leader effect now because he's leaked that. This only protects Foxy Pirates, so we can destroy the Onami. We can also destroy the Bon Clay. I think destroying the Bon Clay is the best thing, right? Yeah. So let's... I also don't need to attack with Brook now, so I don't think I will. I think we'll just go 6 with lead. And then 7 with Pell and destroy something. That seems pretty good. That does seem pretty good. Getting rid of the Bon Clay as well takes away a lot of his aggression. Which he just gives us a Khalifa. Okay. We'll go with this. Grant it rush. Put a Don on him. Attack in. Now what do we want to get rid of? Definitely not the blocker. I kind of want to get rid of the Pickles to deny his leader effect for longer. I also want to get rid of the Bon Clay because it's scary. I think I'm going to get rid of the Pickles to try and deny the leader effect. Because if he can't freeze this, we can defend it next turn. And double Pell is just ridiculous into this deck. Double Pell is crazy. Because a lot of their units are just really low power, right? A lot of their stuff is very low power. So his best play on 8 is maybe the 7-cost Foxy. Just minus our dudes down, make it a little bit less scary for him. But if he plays that out, he's not going to be able to use his leader effect, which is the main thing that I'm scared of. Bon Clay this turn is also still only a 6k, so it's not too scary. Here's a Porsche though. Here's a Porsche. We did know he has that. And we'll see what he gets off that one. And then see what he deploys. Really cool engine, actually. Really cool engine. There's a chopper blocker. Gonna just deploy that. Ramp back up. Not sure what he can do with the rest of his Don. Maybe try and take out our Pell. I don't want my Pell to die. Depending how much he swings, we might save it. His leader effect is live now, which is a bit of a shame. But if he does do Don -3, he goes very low on Don. But it will take off a good bit of pressure. So, you know, there's that. 4 Don left. I don't want to go down to 2, really, do I? Maybe we don't mind going down to 2. So if we give him 2k here, and he swings 10... I don't mind if he swings into the Pell though, right? Because it's frozen. We'll just take this. We'll just take this. So if he wants to play characters, he's got to... I mean, we'll counter out of this one for sure. We'll give him a Sanji, because I do think the lime juice is going to be more important still. If he wants to do big into Pell, that's cool. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what this 3 Don's doing. Yeah, yep, you can have that. That's all good. All good, sir. We've got another one. We've actually got 2, which is... This draw's looking pretty good now, actually. Now that we've got all these Pells rocking. It's looking good. It is looking good. So unfortunately our leader can't attack. We do still have 2 swings here with the Brook and the Pell. I think we'll go... We're going to need 6 Don for that, so we've got 3 left. We'll do 7 into Porsche, -2, and... I mean, all of these are worth nothing. -2 here, I guess, maybe. He's going to block. It's fine. We'll deploy another Pell. Use the leader effect. And then we'll put 1 on Pell. What 2 things do we want to clear? I think we want to clear the Bong Clay on one of the Porsches. Are we that worried about? What are we most worried about? If he blocks with the... Yeah, I'm going to attack into the Bong Clay and kill the Porsche. If he blocks with the Chopper, he's still 2 away from his leader effect. And we do have the guard point now. So hopefully our Pell sticks around. Because yeah, this card is crazy into Foxy. I'm into 5. No leader effect. I'm going to defend it. I'm going to defend it. Because, mainly just because we have another Pell. And the combo of this and Pell removing the Porsche is great. That's great. He only needs 1 more swing. We'll give him the lime. We'll give him the lime. We'll give him the guard. And then this is 7 for Foxy, I guess. 7 for Sanji. Okay. Where's this going? We can defend this too. I'm definitely defending that. I don't love it, but we did manage to defend our entire board, which is crazy in this matchup. We're going to be able to deal with his entire board. We'll put 1 Don here. Put 1 Don here. So this is 6. I think we'll attack. We'll attack into the... This can drive by the Porsche. We'll attack into the Bentham. Give -2 to these 2. Then this is going to clear the Porsche. Oh, that should have been at life because we've got another Pell, right? Yeah, big mistake. Big mistake. Never mind. So we'll do 7 at the Sanji. Get rid of the Porsche. See if he wants to save or not. But regardless, we've got another one. If he does save it, and he does, give us a Gina and an Onami. Okay. So we'll do another 7. You're not keeping this Sanji, sir. Very nice. Then we'll put 1... Do we want to just leave this standing up? I think I do. I think I want to just leave him standing up so we can keep at least one of the Pells for next turn. Because the Pell is going to remain good for the entire game, but certainly for next turn. Porsche gonna find Itamimizu, play out Itamimizu. I mean, Pell can drive by that, which is really good. He needs 1 more Foxy Pirate to proc his leader effect. There is 1 more Foxy Pirate to proc his leader effect. He does 8 into either of them. We can't save it, sadly. 8 into Pell seems good. Yep, and freeze these 2. Not ideal, but it is what it is. We've got to let it go. We can rush with that. We can rush with that. No, we can't because it's got an on-play. Yeah, it's not looking too hot. Not looking too hot. We lime juice the chopper, ram in, remove the Itama Mizu. We definitely need to remove the Itama Mizu to stop him from ramping every turn and using his Leer effect for no cost. I think we'll hold these, just attack in. How much do we need to do? We need to do 9, so we will just do 9. That top deck on the lime juice was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. We'll get rid of the E2. And then he'll take this. And we'll just pass, sadly. We have nothing else. The starve has worked. We have successfully starved. Potentially we could have played some of those last turns a little different. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. 9 into 6. We'll let it go. As much as I do want it, we can't save it anyway. If we give him 2 2s, he just attacks the Porsche. Well, he's going to attack the Porsche anyway. We'll see what we get off the top. That's terrible. That is terrible. Then we're going to play it out, though. Just deny this from blocking. And then we'll just attack this 11 into Porsche. Go to the Porsche. At least we've got something that can attack now. It's not very good, but it is what it is. 5 into 5. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll take. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe you should have. Yep, we're gonna have to take that one. Wapol's good though. Wapol is good. Rayleigh's also good. Choices now. We do have choices now. So we do Wapol. We can do 9 into 8. That's not great actually. It's got to be the Rayleigh, I think here. Yeah, got to be the Rayleigh. We get rid of the chopper blocker. Minus down the Luffy significantly. He does have 1. I believe Norinora Beam Sword costs 2. I'm not really sure what that's for. Maybe Blast Breath. Maybe a Blast Breath. Yeah, I think we go with the Rayleigh here. Get rid of that. And then we'll attack 7 at life. Or do we want to do 5-5 at life with the lime juice? No, I think we just do 7 at life. Get the guaranteed hit through. Unless this is a Blast Breath. In which case, well, it is what it is. I think we've got just enough counters to survive next turn. It's because of the Rayleigh debuff. He's going to counter that. Interesting. Okay, gives us 2 2s. Let's pass. Because this is 12, this is 22. So we can do 11-11. We can counter out of an 11. No, we can counter out of a 10. If he does 10-12, which is like the optimal split, we can counter the 10. 8 to 5, we have to counter that, otherwise we lose. So we'll give him a 2 and a 2. Here's another rush Luffy. He can only do 5, which we can also counter. Yep, we'll give him the Nami. And then presumably this is another rush Luffy. But he could choose to do something else now. Because he knows he's not going to win. Goes with the Foxy. And the Chopper. Okay, so that might be the game. Jambe's good, but I don't think it's going to get us there. This Foxy debuff is very annoying. And we can certainly go with the Wapol. We can't remove all these. No, I think he's got us. I think he does have us, unless he griefs. Let's go with... Next, we have to keep leader for last, right, as well, because the Jambe. Let's go 5 with the lime juice. If he can defend this, we lose. And he can. Yeah, now unless he griefs, that's going to be the game. This is guaranteed. This is... No, there's no chance, right? There's no chance. No, there's no way. Either way, GG's to our opponent. That was a good game. Real back and forth. So let me know what you think about this guy. I'm just missing something. I'm clearly missing something. If you've got a bit of inspiration, you could drop in the comments. Please, that would be amazing. I've tried so many different cards in this, and it just feels like he's not ready yet. I know we're getting some good support for him in set 10. The Tony Chopper blocker is pretty nice. And also the 3-cost Sanji is really good. Gives you that draw a card when it dies, which is pretty good. I'm just not sure if that's going to help it enough. It really feels like you just die to blockers. And there's just not enough ways for us to establish board presence because we don't have the defense that some other leaders do. Because we're going all out. We're just getting starved. And I'm struggling. Either way, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.